Well, Lee, not a very good weekend. Like most of the fans, 12 hours in the car there and back to East London. Unlike the fans, we had chicken curry in the press room on Saturday lunchtime that my pet ate. And then we had to watch Newcastle beaten by what I thought was a very moderate West Ham side.
Yeah, there wasn't too much spice about Newcastle's performance. I'm
told there's plenty of the chicken curry.
Well, it wasn't that spicy, to be honest. It was just like chicken and rice, so yeah, you'd have been alright. But no, bad performance, bad experience on the way back. You know, on the subject of food, end up melting Mowbray.
Yeah.
I'm
sure Mowbray before.
Well, you have now. You can put it on your Facebook, places I visited. So I mean, looking at the performance, so 3-1 defeat. You know, West Ham. It was all set up for them to win in Sola's first game, wasn't it? But that said, Newcastle didn't really show enough backbone in the early stages and found themselves 2-0 down with some suicidal defending, really. I thought it was going to end up being a real rout.
Yeah, to be fair, Stephen Taylor said in the Chronicle tonight that it was sloppy defending. But, you know, 2-0 down at half time, I was thinking, you know, could Newcastle stage a fight back in? I think I got a bit too much sun on Saturday morning in London. Maybe
it did, because I was just thinking it was going to be a damage limitation of exercise in the second half, particularly when it went to 3-0 after 52 minutes. I thought we were going to do well to avoid a heavy scoreline, but I was surprised once they got back in the game. Mike Loan, great goal, 3-1, and then a couple of good chances at that. I mean,
the chances went the wrong people, didn't they?
Well, they did, yeah. Kasapa being one of them who missed the chance.
And Damien Duff. No conviction with either of the two chances. You know, if it had got back to 3-2, you know, if. But if we got back to 3-2, then suddenly it's a different game, isn't it? They're wobbling, they're all over the place. Their chances of getting the first victory as well as out the window. So it was, you know, all in all, bad defeat. Yeah. I think one of the most disappointing facts, I've never heard the Toon army so subdued as the word Saturday. I did, you know, I mean, you kind of blame them. That, you know, it seems if they're losing the will to fight. I've, you know, seen so many, you know, even when you can't. I always remember the game when Les Ferdinand destroyed us at Queen's Park Rangers years ago, and the Toon army were magnificent. But you know, life goes on. I see you were talking to Gonzalez after the game. Is he okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously been a difficult time for him. It's always hard when you come to a new club, new country and a new culture, but it's hard enough when not only is the club ownership up for sort of debate, but also we haven't got a manager as well. So there's so many problems at Newcastle at the moment, and it's difficult to see where it's all going to end. You know, I mean, Leeds United has been mentioned a few times. The talk of all the players leaving in January, which is exactly what happened at Leeds. Jonathan Woodgate ended up coming up here, didn't he? So,
well, I think just on that same thing, Lee, we've put a few things right in the Chronicle tonight. As far as we're aware, the information's come from a good source. Mike Ashley's turned to Keith Harris to try and sell the club, who is an expert at selling football clubs. He hasn't asked for 480 million, and what he would be happy to get his money back. They haven't approached 8 managers, as was reported yesterday. Terry Venables hasn't turned him down because he was never approached, and they'll probably have a look at a situation after the game with Spurs in the Carling Cup. And you know, I mean, it's not exactly a battle of the giants in the bottom 2 teams playing in the Carling Cup, is it?
It's not. It's probably not. I remember when we heard the draw, we were going down to Arsenal, and we were all dead enthusiastic about it, thinking, oh, what a great tie against the Wolves at home, good crowd there. Now it's just turned into a sort of unappetising sort of feast against 2 teams who've started right at the bottom of the Premier League, and where do you go from here? I just wonder if it crosses anybody's mind at Tottenham Newcastle, would it be best if they went out of the cup so they can concentrate on the league position? I mean, it's after things being said, isn't it? Well, I'm sure that wouldn't be the case. Yeah, I mean, it's never good to go out with competition, and it's like the old thing about getting relegated, isn't it? Some people say, oh, it does you good to get relegated because you have some kind of cleansing programme going on. Never happens like that, you know. Teams in recent years gone out of the Premier League, the likes of Southampton, and they're still in the Championship. You know, some have gone even further down the panel, like Leeds. It keeps coming back to Leeds United, unfortunately. All these Leeds links.
Yeah, well, we saw some familiar faces on Saturday, didn't we? Kieran Dyer had a smile for us, which is more than he had when he was here.
Craig Bellamy had a word with us saying Newcastle's got no pace, and that was the reason they lost on Saturday. Of course, got Woody and Jermaine Jennings on against Spurs. Woody's probably the best centre half I've seen play for Newcastle. Let's hope he doesn't have a good game against Newcastle on Wednesday night, and let's hope next time we're doing this video Newcastle's still in the Carling Cup.